Alright gang, welcome back to our investment challenge here on Riverview. It's August. We've got a bit of a problem. It's not a bad problem, but it is a problem nonetheless. Our silo is full. It does not allow any more silage to be put in there. Well, there's a little bit, because I obviously have modified our trailer here and allowed it to be an extension instead of being in the bale trailer, which it was before. Just to get rid of some of that silage so we can continue to have the silo make silage for us. And the problem is, we've got tons of grass in here. I think it's almost 100,000 liters of grass still in this trailer. And it's not going to be able to be accepted in there. So we're going to go sell a few loads here of silage with this smaller trailer. It's not ideal. Not by any means. What we're likely going to do is end up upgrading this trailer to a different one to help assist us here a little bit. It's not going to be as good as the one that has all the grass in it at current, but it will be a little bit of a bigger one. And really, we need to upgrade the trailer anyway. We're now producing a lot of pallets, and if we want to be able to keep up and be able to sell these things, we really need to upgrade this trailer now at this point anyway. So we're going to make a couple of trips here selling some silage to the sell point. And then from there, we will, upgrade the trailer. Now, I'm kind of going the wrong way, I think, here. Hold on a second. Where do I need to take this silage to? That's the question. For some reason, I was thinking it needed to go to the farmer's market, and maybe it does, but now that I've started going this way, I'm skeptical that that's where it's supposed to be going. It is a farmer's market. Okay, never mind. We're good. We're good. For some reason, I was really concerned there for a second that it needed to be going elsewhere. I don't have the beacons on. I don't know what I'm doing here. Turn the beacons on there, Z. What are you doing, buddy? And we are heading that way now. We don't have a ton of money. We will need to look and see what kind of contracts are available today. We will need to do at least one contract today. The problem is that's really all we're going to be able to do is the contracts and sell the silage. And really, I want to sell every bit of silage we have today. But to do that, as I've already previously mentioned, we have got to get rid of this trailer and get a bigger one, or we're not going to be able to accomplish that today. It would take me 100 trips to get rid of all the silage we're going to end up making out of this. And that's a lot of wear and tear and back and forth and relatively boring content for you to watch anyway, right? So $2,829. So it's going to be a slow process here. Now, let's pull over here to the side for a second. Used market. Oh, there's some nice tractors out here in the used market. We could utilize a second tractor here soon, but I don't think we need it right now, so we'll hold off on that. Trailer-wise, we've got 25,000. We could make a few more trips and get, a little bit more, certainly. We could go maybe to this half pipe. That would be a little bit helpful, right? I think what we currently have, let me just verify that statement before let me verify my thought before I state it. Yeah, 7,600 liters. So it wouldn't really be that big of an upgrade, honestly. We probably need something a little bit more than that, a little bit more beefy. 30,000 would allow us to get to what we currently have, right? We need 35,000 to get the extra large capacity. Now, as far as what we would get out of this trailer, we would get 6,606. Almost exactly, because it's 99% on its health or its whatever you want to call it, reliability. So we're not going to get a whole lot for repairing it. But I think what we do is we go ahead and we sell this trailer now. Utilize that money that we get back from this. It'll get us 30 grand. We buy the basic trailer that can be turned into that extra large trailer. I think that's the approach we're going to go with here. And we can go at it with that. Now, I think, let me just look in here really quick and make sure I'm not saying anything correctly. I think these have the ability to be turned into... they do not, so never mind. That's not going to work, never mind. We need one that can be turned into a bale trailer, and because we need that for all the pallets, right? We've got all those pallets we've got to sell eventually, so that's not going to work. Either way, we'll head to the shop. We've got to figure something out. We've got to buy some kind of trailer. We need some kind of an upgrade here. Let's do one more of this trailer load full of silage. We'll bring it up here, we'll sell it, and then we will keep on going down this road the other way to the shop, and we'll see what we can get. Okay, so we went with this trailer here, gang. It's the FarmTech DDK 2400. Just went with the standard bale trailer for now. I do want to get the highest extension for it. It would require us to have another $1,000, $2,000, something like that. And instead of just paying $3,000 for the smaller one, there's no reason for us to do that. We might as well just do a contract, get ourselves to the point where we can get the bigger extension. That's what's really going to help us, right? So let's see what's out there. There's a fertilizing contract. That's super easy for us to do. $4,241. That's going to make us good money. Let's go ahead and do this one. Accept it. Perfect. That'll knock that out of the way. Let's just see what else is out here while we're here. There's a hoeing contract. You know I'm a big fan of doing the hoeing contracts. There's some mowing contracts as well, so we can knock these out today too. So yeah, there's some good money there we can make today. So let's jump into the John Deere here. We'll go get the fertilizer spreader. I'm not sure if we have enough fertilizer in there to do that contract or not. We might have to buy a small amount. But as long as we keep it within reason, we should be good. Let's see how much is in here, and then we'll look at the field and see if we can spitball the idea of if we have enough in here or not. 458 liters is probably not enough. That's about the size of the field as what we currently own, so probably need a bit. Let's just try to keep it low here. Try to keep it really low. That will work. That will work. $638, that'll work. 724 liters, that should be enough. Let's hope. I'll see you over there. Alright, we are here, gang. We are going to utilize Searing Assist for this one, just based solely on the fact that, you know, we're trying to be very, very cautious with our money here, right? Yeah, well, that's good. Let me get it all set. Here we go. And we are off. So how's everybody doing today? Hopefully you're all doing well. I'm really expecting and hoping this silage makes us a good amount of money. Obviously, it's about 2,000 or so that we were getting from 7,000 liters, right? So I'm hopeful, man. I'm very, very hopeful that we'll be able to make a lot of money today. Maybe we'll get close enough that we can purchase another production for the farm. It'll likely be what we're utilizing currently in the Survive 25 challenge. That is a brand new production that just came out on ModHub. It's not outrageously expensive. It's like $40,000, $45,000, something like that. There's two different options for it. We got to look at it a little bit closer and make sure that we can utilize it. I want to be able to utilize it for both the wool and for the goat milk. I'm not positive that that is the case. So if it's not, we might have to see if we can figure something else out. But I think that would help us out tremendously, and eventually here, we're going to get rid of that small fabric production. It is just taken an absolute turn. We don't even have one pallet of fabric yet, and we put that in, I don't know how many episodes, many episodes ago. We don't even have one pallet of fabric yet. That is going way too slow for my liking, so we're going to have to get rid of that and get something else. But it's going to be a long time before we get rid of it. I'm not going to get rid of it with wool and stuff in there. I'm not. I'm just simply not. But we're just not going to be putting anything else into it from this point forward. So we've gone around the headland here. So alright, so now we need to get more of the traditional. I believe the way they had it set up was kind of awkward, right? They were setting it up going... Yeah. They're going... I guess maybe it isn't as awkward. Well, I don't know. Let's see if we can get this set up somehow. Actually, I think I'm just going to turn the lines on. Why not? Let's just turn the lines on. I always have the lines off. Let's turn them on. That way we can actually see where they want us to be going, right? Oh, no. We don't want to go there. There we go. Alright, we found the lines. So this is good, man. We'll be able to do this pretty quickly here, knock this out, be able to upgrade the trailer we just purchased, And that bale trailer we purchased, or the trailer we purchased in general, as a bale trailer, is significantly larger than what we had. So that is going to be extremely helpful for us because we've got a lot of product incoming from the sheep and the goats, man. So really, that is almost something that is a necessity. We really needed that. All right, we are pretty much done here. This is going to do it right here. And we'll head back. Perfect. Put the beacons back on. We'll head back to the farmyard there. We'll update or upgrade, I guess I should say, our new trailer to the extension. I think it's like 28,000 liters. I think it holds something like that. So that's a significant increase from what the other one had, right? The other one, as a regular trailer, had I think 7,000 liters. I think is what we saw at the beginning of the episode, right? So that's a significant increase, more than, well, quadrupled it, really, right? So that's going to be very, very good and very helpful for us. So we're going to head back here. We'll upgrade that. We'll get rid of a bunch of that silage out of that silo, run some trips on that, see how much money we can actually get, unload the rest of the grass into there, because our sheep and our goats right now, they're perfectly fine. They've got plenty of grass, 99,000 liters of grass to be exact, and then they've got the meadow grass too, which admittedly at this point there's too many of them that they chew up that meadow grass in a couple of episodes, and the meadow grass doesn't have enough time to grow back. So we do have to continue to keep some grass in there for them, but at 99,000 liters of grass right now, that is plenty, more than plenty. So all silage, baby. Make us some money so we can continue to progress here. Move to the next stage, hopefully, in the near future. I'll see you back at the yard. Alright, we dropped the fertilizer spreader off. Let's go hook back up to the bale trailer here. You can just see, just looking at it from this angle, man, how much bigger that is. That is probably triple the size, right? Did put chunky tires on it, too, as you can see. You guys know that. I love the chunky tires. Gotta have my chunky tires when all possible. Okay, so customize, and we should now be able to get to... Oh, I'm sorry. We got to turn in the contract, first of all. Autosave. If you watched, you'll see... Was it yesterday's episode? No, the episode before that. A couple episodes ago, I guess I should say. During the Survival Challenge series, I had a prime example to show you. No, I don't want to do that. Prime example to show you sometimes the glitch that I deal with, where it just crashes the whole game back to the dashboard. So that's the main reason why I have that autosave on as much as I do. Perfect. 6,500 leaves us a little bit of money left. We're good. 28,000 liters. Perfect. Hook that back up. Let's back this thing up a little bit. Now this thing is I've utilized this one before. We utilized it in the Survival Challenge, actually. But then we upgraded it and moved away from it. This one we're really going to be utilizing more so than not as a bale trailer, and only utilize it this way whenever we need it. And what I mean by that is whenever we have, when we have a lot going on and we've got one trailer that's being utilized for something else, then we can utilize this one as that, right? As just kind of a carryover, an extension to, if you will. Let me move this one out of the way a little bit here. Perfect. That way we can actually fill up the trailer there with some silage, and it'll give it plenty of room so you can continue. I'm sure right now it's probably full once again because we didn't take that much out of it. Yeah, it is full again, so this is going to give it a lot of room for it to be able to continue to progress here with giving us more silage from the grass that's in there. Drive right, Z. Come on, buddy. Learn to drive, buddy. Sheep coming over to see what I'm doing. Alright, 28,000 liters are in there. It's going to be pretty heavy. So, it's going to take it a minute for us to get up to speed here. As we drive past here, we'll kind of talk about this again. There's the thing that's going to be going away soon enough. We've got a lot of pallets, as you can see. 3 pallets of goat milk and a bunch of wool. Goat milk is actually best to sell in the next episode. It's best to sell in October. So we will be selling that goat milk. That will make us good money. As you saw previously, the goat milk is around $9,000-ish, something like that. So that's good money right there. That's really good money. The wool won't be good until like May, I think is what it is, something like that. Put the beacons on here. Let's get going. Earlier, when I was doing a little bit of off-camera work before we started this episode, there was a log jam of, I don't know, 7 of the ice cream trucks all at that intersection. It was like a wreck or something. There was just tons of them. So there was like a ice cream truck convention or something going on. There were so many ice cream trucks. I should have probably recorded it quickly to throw it on the actual episode, but I didn't do that. But it was a disaster. A disaster of ice cream trucks. All right, here we go. Probably going to take it a while, because this is a much slower trailer to unload, right? 10,000. I think that was definitely worth the upgrade here, right? I'm going to go do a few more of these, gang. I'm not going to put it on camera or anything like that. You've seen it enough. I'm not going to put it on camera, but I'll get rid of some more silage, and I'll be back with you in a second. All right, we're pulling back up here to the yard, gang. I did go ahead and sell pretty much everything as far as the silage goes that we were going to sell today. Got us to 43,457. It's not quite enough for the production I want to put down. So we can potentially do another contract here and get us to that point. So let's take a look at the contracts here. As you can see, we've got, more grasses being put in there. Obviously, automatically, I've got the trailer automatically tipping into it constantly. We'll eventually get that silage back up again. Probably sell the rest of it more than likely in the next episode, unless we get to another 30,000 liters of silage in there. Let's see. What do we got here? Bale wrapping, cultivations, tons of harvesting, but it's all harvesting that's going to take a long time. So I don't want to do that today. Hoeing, which we've done a lot of, but I really do enjoy doing that. There's a couple mowing contracts, which we saw earlier. Anything new? Tedder grass stuff, wood transport, stone picking. Rock removal in an area where it actually looks like you could utilize it properly. But that is on the far end of the map from the shop, so... I feel like mowing is the way to go here, gang. That's a good amount of money we could get out of this for doing the mowing. Those are not that big of fields. But we do a lot of mowing already, right? That's really the only thing we're doing so far, so maybe we don't do that. I guess the other thing we could look at is, how much is this smaller field up here? 117, so we're not any close to that, but I was just curious of how much it was going to be and how much we needed to save up to get to it. 146 for that one. This is the big one. This is going to be probably 400,000. Yeah, 422,000. So none of those are going to work. We can't buy any of these small fields either. Yeah, so I guess contracts what we're going to do. Well, actually, you know what we could do? Wonder how much the price is right now for the goat milk and the wool. I wonder how bad it is. 8283. That's pretty good, really. I mean, you can see that the scale there, it dramatically increases in the next month. But that's not a terrible price. What's the wool look like? It's probably awful. Yeah, wool is not great. We did have a pallet, finally. You can kind of see it in the far distance if you look close enough. We did finally have a pallet of fabric that spawned for us. So, we at least have something out of this production now after how many episodes it's been since we put that in. A long time. We could look and see what other... These are the two different productions I was going to put down with one of these two, right? This one is likely the one we're going to put down. It allows us to make the milk, as you can see there. into bottled milk, which gives you a little bit more money. And also, if we do any kind of harvesting contracts where we gain one of those crops and we have a little bit extra, we could try to stop it from fully unloading it and bring it over here and put it into that production whenever we put that down, right? That would be probably pretty beneficial, I think. That's a farm supply production. We would want it as the farm production, honestly, is all we'd want it for. I mean, one of these would be nice too, but we're not really near a point where that would be useful, right? As far as... I was going to say, as far as maybe doing something along the lines of utilizing that pallet here of fabric, I don't think anything we have is going to be cheap. There is this all-in-one production here that we could utilize that I recently downloaded, and this looks like what we would really want to use. It's only $25,000. I like the way it looks. It almost matches well, it does match the roof of this one over here. So I think this is probably the one we should look to do instead. Now, the thing about this one is it needs to have, really, it needs a lot of space here because you're going to spawn, the pallets over here on this side, but then you're going to dump things there, and then also you can unload out of the silo here as well, right? So it kind of needs to be in the middle, which is weird. I don't normally put things in the middle. I normally kind of keep them on the outside edges. I don't necessarily think there's anything wrong with going about it in this approach. It's just not normally what I do. So I just have to get used to it, right? I think maybe if I put this close to the edge of the fence here, if I move that trailer and put this close to the edge like this, I think that would be fine. That gives plenty of space over here for us to continue to do stuff. There's enough room to drive through here, unload whatever we need to unload. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Because that means we can actually start utilizing some of this product and making other things today. I think that would be a smarter investment, honestly. We're still going to do a contract, but that would be a smarter investment than trying to get the other one I was talking about. Now that mod we're getting ready to put down here, it literally just came out today. I just wasn't exactly sure where I wanted to put it at, and what I meant by that is what series I wanted to put it in. But I'm perfectly fine putting it in this series. This is going to help us out tremendously. I kind of want... This is just more for me than anything. I kind of want it to be mostly lined up with the fence here line here, if that makes any sense, right? It's hard to keep it. Okay, I'm going to go with that. Hopefully that's good enough. Yeah, there's enough room to drive through here easily. Easily. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Okay, so we'll do an autosave here. This is going to be great. This is going to be perfect, man. This is exactly what we need. All right, buffalo milk. We don't really need the buffalo milk. We need to find the goat milk. Cheese. Fabric, wool. Here we go. We want this. No, we don't want the wool. We want clothes. Sorry. Clothes should be just the fabric, right? Yeah. So let's turn that on. We'll pull the fabric from there over to here. If I can... Actually, as a matter of fact, we can do it. We can go ahead and do distributing here. That way I don't have to worry about moving the pallets. It'll just distribute it over to this all-in-one production. At least it should. Okay, so that's going, so that's good. I'm also going to turn this on, too. We'll put it on distributing as well, because it should then siphon it up to the clothes, right? We can move all those pallets of wool over here because wool's not good to sell at all right now, right? So we can do that. That'll knock those things out. The goat milk, I don't know how... Let me see. How many... 144 cycles per month. I think we would be able to produce some of it as bottled. So maybe we just pull one pallet over here, and then the other ones we can save and just sell them outright. And that way we can try to make a little bit more money in the next month off of the goat milk, right? If we put them all in there, I don't think it would get through it. But one pallet, I think it would work, right? You would think so. You got goat cheese as well. 960. I I don't know which one's better. Is it goat milk or goat cheese better? What are we going to make more money off of? I don't know. Is there even a sell point on the map for goat cheese? There is. The milk bottle, you get more money out of it. Okay. All right. Well, that makes that decision up for us, right? Goat milk bottle. We turn that on. Is there anything else in here that we can do? You can do butter, goat milk butter. That will be for the future. We'll turn that on, but that will be for the future. We're not going to turn that on right now. Anything else? I don't think there's anything else we can do. I think that's probably the extent of it. But if we do any contracts of any sort, or we start taking down these trees, we can make stuff from that, right? Yep. Okay. All right. We'll leave it on as that. Good. So that is good. Materials are missing. We already know that. So let me get in here. I'm just going to leave the trailer here for right now. It's kind of in the way. I get that, but we can fix it later on. Let's get the front loader on, and we can pick up these pallets and start transferring them over here. I'm going to grab the fabric first and foremost here. I want to get those clothes going. The clothes make us a lot of money. Now, this one pallet of fabric is not really going to do it, unfortunately, but... at least get started, right? And once we get the wool over into the new production, it'll start chewing through it, and it's only going to help it, right? Clothes make a ton of money. A ton of money. Okay, so they should be going now, right? Yeah, 998 liters of fabric. Yeah. Yeah, we've got it. We're good. We're going, man. All right. 2 liters of clothes are already being made. Sweet. Let's put a bit of a time lapse in here. Let's get this done, gang. We're just going to move all these pallets from there over to here with the exception of 2 of the goat milk pallets. The rest of those, we're going to move them over here. Alright, it wasn't the most elegant thing, but we got it done, gang. And I ended up putting one more pallet of the goat milk in here. Just because, why not, right? The other one had very little in it, so might as well put another one in there. And this is going to be the workhorse for quite a while now that we have this anyway, right? So, might as well throw it in there. No reason not to. Okay, so let's drop the fork off here, the front loader off here, to be fair. There we go. Back this up. We need to get a power washer here. The tractor is very, very dirty. Been doing it pretty much in every series. We need to get one here. Not sure it'll be today, though. All right, so let's do at least a contract here. I think Like a harvesting contract would be nice, but a lot of these are too big, right? They're going to take an eternity to do these. The size of the fields are massive. I mean, maybe that one. That's not terrible. This one's not terrible either, this red beet one, but we're doing a lot of beet contract work already as it is on our Survive 25 series, so I don't necessarily know if I want to incorporate that right now. The bale wrapping wouldn't be terrible. We haven't done that in a bit. Cultivating, not bad either. What can we do with sorghum in this thing? Is there anything in here for sorghum? I don't think there is. I could be wrong, though. Flour. Sorghum flour is what we can make out of it. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. We'll do the sorghum contract. Let's borrow the items. Go ahead and turn that off. Let's jump up here. We'll grab this thing. It is the K7150, which I've mentioned before is probably my favorite base vanilla game harvester. So I'm okay with that. Okay, field 37 is not too far away either, which is nice. We do have to go around this thing, which kind of is annoying. The city here, the town here, if you will. But that's not terrible. We could take the shortcut here. I think we're going to take that shortcut, actually, as a matter of fact. That way I don't have to worry about even utilizing... you know what? These roads are a little bit too narrow. I better utilize the header trailer. All right, I'm going to get all this over there, gang. I'll see you over there. We'll jump into a bit of a time lapse. We'll get it going. Knock it out, make some more money, be able to utilize that to pay off $5,000 more of the loan. And we'll be in good shape for the next episode at that point. All right, we are pulling up here near the sell point. I've got the worker continuing doing the harvest. It took a while. It was a long time lapse. Whoop. Sorry. Apologize. That's not really Walter White. That's the silver car. But anyway, so we got the worker continuing doing that. We're going to bring the first load here of the sorghum over to here. Having issues yet again with the the old steering assist. It just doesn't go the way that I anticipated it to go. But we got there in the end. Is it up here? I'm assuming it is. Hopefully this is the right way. Yep, looks like it is. We just got to find the point where we're going to be selling it at. Looks like it's a pig farm area here. Assuming it's this. Let's hope that this is right. Nice. 59% transported, so yep, we're doing the right thing. So let's get back to the farm there. There's a horse there too. Let's get back to the farm, or the farm. I say the farm. Let's get back to the actual contracted field and continue on. We're going to go this way on the way back. This is an area that we have not spent a whole lot of time in, to be honest with you. We've driven past it a few times, but other than that, we really haven't spent a bunch of time over here. Most of the stuff we've been working on has been on the right side of the map. We really haven't been doing a whole lot here on the left side of the map. So, but I think this one leads up to that road where we always turn right to go back towards the shop, I think. Yeah, it does. It's this road right here to the right. If we were to go right here, it would take us back towards our yard. So, not too far away from the sell point. Whenever we actually finish the harvest there, right, we can just take what's remaining as long as we're able to stop it quick enough and go deposit it into there and then take it back to the yard and hopefully make some sorghum flour with whatever is remaining. Hopefully there's enough to at least make a pallet or so. All right, we're back here. Not much left to do here. The worker was going at a very awkward approach here. I guess that's just the best approach that the computer, the AI, can figure out, I guess. Maybe it's the shortest way to be able to complete it, but not really the way that I would typically go, let's put it that way. But that's alright. Probably get another, I don't know, another trailer load here, I would think, or around that. Hopefully it's not two. Hopefully we don't have it completely filled all the way up almost to max and there's a tiny bit left. That would be disastrous, really, for us, right? Hopefully that's not the case, but we won't do another time lapse or anything. We'll just do a bit of a jump cut here. I'll just continue on here trying to get this thing knocked out. Starting to run out of daylight a little bit. It is August, so that does mean we have a little bit more sunlight than we normally would have at this time period if it was in the later months. But you can see the trees are providing quite a lot of shadows here on the actual field itself. So sun's starting to go down big time. Should be somewhere just around 5:30, 6 o'clock right now, right? So, all right, I'll carry on, gang. I'll get it mostly done here. I'll be back with you right when we're getting ready to finish this up. All right, we are pretty much done here, gang. We've got to do one more quick turnaround and a little pass here, and it is all done. We are going to be able to fit all of this into the trailer, which is good. That means we don't have to make another trip back up here. This is it right here. Tiny little bit. All done. Go ahead and put the pipe out. We'll unload into the trailer here. This is good, though. This is going to get us a good amount of money out of this. I think it was like 10 grand, I think, for this contract, something like that, right? So, minus the 600, I think, for borrowing the equipment, right? But, yeah, almost 11 grand. So, it'll be $10,212 once we're done. And, like I said, we'll take it over here. We'll go sell... Well, we'll go sell it where the contract wants us to sell it at. And I'm going to attempt every way possible to stop it as soon as it says contract complete. So I will see you over at the sell point, and then from there we'll head back to the yard with whatever we do have remaining with the sorghum. Alright, here we go, gang. Watching it like a hawk right now. We made a little bit of money off of it, but we still have 4,172 liters out of this, so that's... I feel like I did a pretty decent job. I probably could have got another, I don't know, 600 liters out of that, maybe? 500 liters? I don't know. But I think I did all right, all things considered. You would not believe during the time lapse, and then when I was just doing a bit of the jump cut there, when I was doing it off camera. Man, I keep running into the silver car today. You would not believe how many... oh, just stop honking the horn at me. You shut up. You would not believe how many ice cream trucks went past, man. It was nuts. I think there was... What are you doing? What the hell do you think you're doing? What was that? There was nobody even around you. Why were you in this lane? Okay. That's got me all flustered now. There was a ton of ice cream trucks that went past, man. It was crazy. The amount of ice cream trucks on this map is just absolutely insane. I think we say that a lot, but we're gonna say it again, man. It's crazy to me how many of the ice cream trucks there are. All right, perfect timing. It's starting to go dark here, so this is perfect timing to end the episode here at this point. Let's jump this in here. Let's go ahead and turn it on. All the way down here at the bottom. I don't think I turned it on yet. Sorghum flour. There we go, and it's on storing. Perfect. It's in there. We can go ahead and turn the contract in. Perfect. Anything spawned yet? No, but that's okay. We've got lots going here, right? We've got the goat milk. We've got 201 liters of that so far. 4 liters of flour, 453 liters of fabric, 344 liters of clothes. We're going, man. We're going. This is going to be a huge help. We're going to leave the episode at that point, gang. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I would greatly appreciate it if you smash the like button. Subscribe if you're new. All that stuff helps me out a ton. Thanks so much to my 13 members. Cannot thank you guys enough. See you in the next episode.